Check, check, 1, 2, ayy, check, check. I don't know if I can rap this shit. Yeah, ayy, yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a high king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah that's the thing, happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not, he would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ayy, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's all blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's all blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's all blue, but the product is green.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh shit, are we live?
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Bustas, Hustles, and Yahos? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you Beaches. All right, fam, welcome to the show. It is 35:55. Thanks for being here. It is a nipply day in Florida. We are in the 60s. We're in the 60s. I know. Horrifying. It's going to get really cold this weekend, so the nips, like I said, are unfortunately for you, they're going to be covered. We're getting in some freezing temperatures. I think Sunday or Monday, we're getting like 31 degrees, which is absolute insanity. I won't stand for it. I won't. The nips must come back, and I'm clamoring for it. But we can't save the nips just yet. We can't save the nips just yet because we have other work to do. First, we must, oh my goodness, it's off. It's off here. Instead of the nips, we must save the biotwat. I'm going to put this right on Pinkston Churchill. I'm going to get this. She's very, very covered up. But hashtag save the biotwat. Now, this is very important. This is a cause that the Swole fam has been clamoring around for the last week or so. It's absolutely one of the most important issues that we are dealing with as a society is the eradication of the biotwat. So we must save the biotwat. Save the biotwat. And I think, as a Swole fam, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it.
And that's the way. I like it.
A fucking tan.
Sunshine band.
I think we're going to do it. I think we will save the biotwat. That's really the purpose. I started this business and the podcast 10 years ago in order to save the biotwat. And I really think that this is the year that we're going to do it. 2026 is the year that we will save the biotwat. So drop that in the comments down below. Hashtag save the biotwat. Save the biotwat. And I think we're going to make some great headway. So drop that in the comments. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. Before we do, let's get into some merch. We got a merch pick. We got to get that fucking Swole fam merch pick up. This one's from Donald. Buy one, get one 50% off. All merch over at papaswirlio.com. We got this one from Donald, 5 stars on the We All Lift Down Here. Now, it's not Halloween anymore, but these designs, even though it's Christmas and we have a lot of great Halloween designs, they're great all year round. This is one of the best shirts, one of the most epic Halloween designs we've released with Pennywise. I was really surprised at the high quality. There are a lot of merch shops out there that have cheap shirts, ... The review cuts off, but that's absolutely correct. Our shirts, high quality, the prints are on point. And of course, if you have any issues, if there's anything wrong, we'll take care of it for you. So no worries about that. Our customer service is top of the line, and we really try to make sure that everyone gets everything that they need and that everything is tip top, very important. And a couple other insights I will have. I think a lot of people, maybe you guys know at this point if you're Swole fam, but if you want to make sure that designs, any shirt, not just ours, but any shirt maintains the color, maintains the quality, turn it inside out. Don't roast it on a high heat for drying. Don't beat the shit out of it when you do it in the wash unless you're trashing these shirts, but turn it inside out. That way you're not getting rubbing on the designs, and any design, any shirt, they last a lot longer. You don't have to put them on a high cycle and all that stuff. So take care of your designs, take care of your shirts. They last really well. For so many of my designs, ones I've had for years, I throw them in the wash, I beat the crap out of them, and they're still looking as good as the first day that I got them. So just some little insights there, just because I was doing some laundry a little while ago, so I was thinking about it. Make sure you turn your shirts inside out, wash them properly, and they'll last you even longer than you ever thought they would. These are great. So awesome. I'm rocking the Let It Grow sweatshirt right now, and I wish I had some more sweatshirts. I don't get a lot of sweatshirts. I don't get a lot of designs in sweatshirts because I never really wear them because it never gets that cold. Rarely. I didn't think we were going to get this cold this year. And we're holding off on the cold stretch. We're holding it off. We had 70 degrees. I was outside sunning my nips yesterday. Might get my nips in the sun today a little bit, maybe tomorrow, but then it's dropping. So the sweatshirt's out, and this is probably going to be the only one that I wear because, yeah, this is one of the few ones that I have. I have some hoodies, but I really like the sweatshirt, so I need to get some more of these, but super awesome. The sweatshirts are great. These are great. I think this one is, I like them baggy. So this one I think it's a 2X, but really nice, really comfortable. So I might get some more of these because I really like it. Anyway, thanks for rocking it, Donald. You're looking good, bro. Hope you enjoy the Pennywise. Looks good on you. Appreciate you rocking the design and shouting it out. Okay. Hopefully you guys are staying warm. Let's get into some more. Let's get into some more posts. This one, let me see here. Oh, here we go. I thought we had Swole fam posts. I guess I didn't open them up. We got a couple from the Swole fam. Let's get into that tip, shall we? Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Now, I posted this in the app the other day. You could join us over at swolenormousx.com and download the Swolenormous app. I asked, and make sure that you do and go and comment on this if you haven't yet. This is really important. Of course, the 7 pillars. Pillar number 6 is mindfulness. So I asked the Swole fam, what's your daily approach for mindfulness? Pillar number 6. What are you doing every day to make sure that your mindfulness is in order? So let's get a couple responses. And if you haven't answered this, make sure you go in the app in the community section and answer this as pinned to the top. But if you want to drop it in the comments below, I'll read it live. What do you do to focus on mindfulness? Kate says, I meditate first thing in the morning and make sure my attitude is healthy and focused on my day. If my mind is stuck on something, I journal it out and dissect what's bothering me. I have a lot of peace, but I also have a lot more mental capacity to deal with issues at work or with my kids without blowing up. So one thing that I want to remind you all when it comes to mindfulness is things in your life, whether it's family, whether it's politics, social, work, whatever it is, training, everything that you see in your life, even when you look in the mirror, when you look at your physique or you look at your progress or you analyze your workouts or you step on the scale, whatever it is, you're seeing that and you're analyzing that through your own lens. So if you control that's the only thing that you can control. You can't control what other people do. You can't control what you see in the news. You can't control what other people say. You know, people at your work might come in blabbing some dumb shit as always, but you can't control that. What you can control is your lens and how you look at things. So most of the things in your life are going to be consistent. You're the one that needs to be the most consistent. You need to have that buoy. You need to have that North Star. You need to have that beacon. And that's what the Swole fam does. And that's what the 7 pillars does, is it keeps you anchored. It keeps you stable. And as everything around you might be a little chaotic, it makes sure that you stay on point and you stay focused and get the things that you need to get done. So you take care of yourself first. And we know this from pillar number 4, recovery. If you go through the 7 pillars in the ebook, it's filling your cup first. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you keep on trying to pour from an empty cup, you're left without, and then you get worn down. You burn the candle at both ends. You might get more irritable. You might have other issues, and it translates into other relationships and other things. So make sure you get your head screwed on straight and center yourself, and it makes everything, how you perceive everything, much better. And that's just a generalized way to address it, but very important to get your head screwed on straight, go through some of those unopened emails in your brain, address things that might be bothering you. That way they don't translate into other aspects of your life. So good for you, Kate. Let's do this one. Melissa says, brain gains daily, sometimes twice a day, and yoga. Thanks, Papa. Well, that's fantastic. Aww. And if you haven't tried brain gains, if you're a member, How many of you do brain gains every day? If you're a member and you haven't done brain gains, I think most members have because that's part of our protocol. But if you haven't joined the fam, you haven't checked it out, go into the mindfulness section. We have a tab there at the top, and also the brain gain section. We have 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute meditations. We have a lot of different things that you can do to get involved with it. And the more you practice those things, the easier it is for you to tap into this at a red light or just take a deep breath for a few moments. It allows you to tap into that peace and center yourself and anchor yourself at any point during the day when things go sideways. So it doesn't always have to be an official session where you sit and you have quiet, and you don't have to look for the absolute peace. You can just listen to sounds around you. If you live in a city or you live in a busy area or it's windy or there's noise or someone's mowing the lawn, that doesn't matter. You don't need perfect silence. And that's actually important because it just allows you to receive whatever's around your environment, not take it personally, let the sounds come in, let them go, let your thoughts come, let them go, and just kind of allow water to run over you and kind of be a rock. And if you're a rock for yourself, you're a rock for your family, and then you can actually be a rock and make some sick fucking gains. Right? Let's go. So let's get some more Swole Fam responses for that, and then we'll get into some questions in a few minutes. We do have some Rate My Meal, so we'll get into that in a moment. Jen says, happy Wednesday, fam. Morning drop-off done. Back home to prep food for the day and then off to jiu-jitsu. This year is all about progressing. What I started last year, dialing in training and nutrition even more. Excellent. John says, brain gains daily. When your head's right, your body follows. Sheena says, I love brain gains. Super important to keep me on track. What you allow yourself to listen to has a big impact on your brain. That's right. And this is why we listen to the Daily Swole. Isn't that right? Aww. Isn't that right? So I agree with that. I agree. What you listen to, including podcasts, including books, your environment is the food, your environment are the things, your environment is the people, your environment is whatever you put into your eye holes, ear holes, whatever you absorb. Even physical products, right? Like moisturizers. Using bull cream is better than using a lot of these poisonous toiletries and things like that. So it's really important what you surround yourself with. Loretta says, every morning, 6 a.m., 20-minute meditation centers me for the day. Fantastic. Good. Swole Fam's getting it. Swole Fam's getting it. All right, let's get into some Rate My Meal. Moving right along. Oh, yeah. All right. So I think the rule is generally if we open with steak, we're getting some garbage. If we open with garbage, maybe we finish with steak. Maybe we're finding the pattern with what gets put in the folder. All right. So maybe we're going to ramp up, or maybe it's all downhill. If we get steak on the first picture, it's usually downhill. Or maybe it goes down then comes back. We'll see. Here we go. Drum roll. What do we got first?
What's in the box?
What we got first? Oh boy. Oh no. Hold on. Dwight. No, let's not get too far ahead. Obviously, this is what's on your plate. Rate My Meal. Obviously not really a meal. I guess you're blending it. Let's see what we got here. We got some bags. Organic fair trade cacao powder. PB Fit. So I guess peanut butter protein or whatever. I don't know what that, I guess this is peanut butter, essentially. Creatine, whey protein, and 3-berry blend. All right, so we got some berries, cacao powder. I don't really have any issues with those things. Creatine's good. Whey. I don't really know what the flavorings here. Obviously, when you have ultra processed stuff, you got to be careful with what you buy. The quality matters and all the other additives. I'm not a fan of the peanut butter stuff and the peanut butter products. I'm not. The same thing with protein pancakes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but if you don't have any issues with this, obviously you're doing a little bit of a shake, a little blendy. So, I wouldn't call it a meal, but obviously you're making your own little mixture. So let's get into some other meals. This one's from Etienne Titi de Rocher. Ooh, very fancy name. 4 eggs and 2 slices of Ezekiel bread. Okay. All right. Eggs and toast. Eggs and toast. The descent into hell. Maybe it's a short trip. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay today. Let's see what we got next. This one's from Gina Tucker. We got some steak. Is that steak cooked? Good gracious. Looks good. On the left there, it looks like you just kind of dropped it on the stove by accident and then took it off. What's on it? Is that some maybe garlic butter? I don't know. It looks like maybe some sweet potato in the top with a little jizz on it. We got some shrimp and the green beans. All right. I'll leave the green beans for you. Steak, I like. Shrimp. Ah, come on. Come on. I could snort that shrimp. Look at that shrimp. I could snort that. You getting protein from that? Anyway, all right. We're eating good. We're eating good. Let's be honest. We're eating good. At least it's not pizza or this one. Oh, JR. Oh, JR. What do we got? Oh, my God. What is that? Cheesesteak. I know it probably looks good if you're trying to just eat something that tastes good in the short term. We all know what this is probably cooked in, and yeah, fast food. Fast food. That's a no-go. Obviously, you're getting some protein in there, but all right. You can make this yourself. You can make it yourself and make it better. But you just want to get some quick bites. Okay. At least it's steak. At least it's steak. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. All right. Okay. But guess what we got next? Guess what we got next? It's all right.
In the box.
We'll make it all right. Jonathan Goody. Well, goody gumdrops. For this meal, we got some steak. All right, based. I see some... Are those some potatoes below that? I see the tip of an asparagus there, too. But I like that plate of steak. I like that plate of steak. All right. And last one, I am proud to say that we have just experienced probably the best Rate My Meal that we've had in a while. Mandy Welsh, we got some sweet potatoes, asparagus, steak, and a bowl of apple slices and celery, which is a weird bowl of things, but I mean, I think we can agree that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. It's a weird combo. Apple slices and celery. That's weird. That's a little strange. You're trying to make that celery edible, aren't you? Did you succeed? But anyway, good on you for getting some steak, some sweet potatoes. Good for you. Good for you. Not bad. Not bad. We'll get America. Not bad. Take the win. Take the win. Take the win. That's where we're at. We're taking the win. We're taking the wins. We're taking the wins where we can get them because we can't get them very often with Rate My Meal. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's get into some questions. All right. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Drop in the comments if you do have questions. Shout out YouTube. We got Danny. Let's see. Telegram chat. Lacey, Riley, Melissa, Elizabeth. How we doing, fam? Cerny, Loretta, Mark, Pam, PK. How we doing? Michelle, Jen. People turning out on the room blay. Excellent. Let's get into some questions. Let's see here. That one is old. That's what she said. Oh, I don't have new questions? Hold on a second. We might have to wait for a second. Hold on. All right, we got to wait for questions. Drop your questions live. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. I'm waiting for them to sync up. I opened them, but they were yesterday's questions. I got that collarbone question that popped up again. That was a weird one. That was a weird one. Oh, now they're here. Oh, now they show up. That's convenient. After I ask for them. Okay, here we go. Oh, we should have just done yesterday's question twice. We should have just done yesterday's question twice because this first one's retarded. All right, let's do this one from Mark. Papa Swolio, is it okay to put creatine in coffee? I heard that it kills the benefits of creatine, but curious about your 2 cents. I've heard some things with that too. I have put in my coffee before, but I don't normally. I usually drink it first and then I have my coffee after. So it's just so easy to separate from coffee. You could have creatine whenever. You could have 5, 10, 15 grams a day, whatever you want to do. Figure out what you like the best. I have put in my coffee. I'm not against it. You know, I don't know if it really like destroys it per se, but I don't do it regularly. So if that helps, I've heard some things like that. I haven't really looked too much into it because I don't normally put in my coffee anyway. Just because with the amount of coffee, if you put 5 grams of creatine in something like this, it's just going to A lot of times it will just settle, and I don't want to be like mixing it all the time. I don't want like creatine sludge at the bottom. So it really depends on how much liquid you're blending it in. But since I usually just drink a smaller cup of coffee, I'm not going to put creatine in it. But in the morning when I have my electrolytes, I'll put creatine, and I'll have my salt, and sometimes I do like whey protein and maybe a little apple juice or something like blended and diluted for my electrolytes and stuff first thing in the morning. So that's why I usually put it in. And then I'll have, if I train that day, I'll have more creatine later in the day. So sometimes I do, but I don't really know much about whether it actually destroys it or makes it less efficacious. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I generally don't put in my coffee anyway, so I don't really worry about it. But sometimes I do. Sometimes. Mark says, I was just curious because the coffee I usually use is around 16 fluid ounces and I put around 10 grams in it. Yeah, I don't do that much. I don't do that much at one time. Personally, I would change, or I don't do 10 grams in one shot. I'd rather do 5 grams multiple times a day than 10 or 15 grams in one shot. So I guess that's up to you and how you feel. For some people, I would assume if you have 10 grams, maybe it goes right through you or you go to the bathroom. Because remember, you're drinking fluid, but the more stuff you put in, the more stuff you're consuming. So you're eating these things. You're just diluting them in liquid form. So if you're putting a lot of solutes in your drink, and then maybe you have digestive issues, if that's the situation for you or anyone else, then just maybe spread that out a little bit more. But you could try it. See what you like best. All right, question here from
What's in the box?
Instagram, the perfect car.
What the fuck is that?
The perfect car? There is none. But let's let this weird question kind of translate into training. There's no perfect exercise. So if you're going on safari, you're going off-roading, a Porsche wouldn't be a good idea unless you have an SUV and it's, you have the tires and stuff. Accordingly, we're talking about different kinds of Porsches, but you wouldn't take a track car off-roading, and you wouldn't do that well with an off-roading, right? You wouldn't do well with a big SUV on the racetrack. So it really depends on the application. You want to tow a lot of stuff, you're going to need a truck or something that can tow a lot of stuff. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, a car that runs. How about one, I'd say the perfect car. All right, let's answer this actually, properly. The perfect car is one that you don't have to worry about starting when you turn it on. And many of us, maybe you still do, you have the experience of you go out to your car and you're hoping like, please turn on, or you're not confident that it'll turn on. Maybe you've had battery issues or alternator issues in the past or things like that. Or it's really cold and you have a tough time with, starting it when it's so cold outside. So a reliable one that suits your needs. If you're in a snowy environment, you need 4-wheel drive, or you should have 4-wheel drive and things like that. So the perfect car is one that works best for you. Strange question, considering we've had so many episodes. I don't think we've ever got that one. The perfect car. It doesn't exist. Nick says a car with a truck full of grass-fed beef. A car with a truck full of grass-fed beef, finished ribeyes in a cooler. I see what you're saying. One that has a fresh haul. One that has a fresh haul of gym equipment in the back. Whatever truck that is. That's the perfect car. All right, Gabe the Cowboy. How much cardio should I do to drop 60 pounds in 4 months? Don't try to lose 60 pounds in 4 months. That's the stupidest thing you could possibly try to do, is lose that much weight in a short time frame. Why 4 months? Can you drop 60 pounds? Not healthily. You're going to lose muscle mass. You're just going to be skinny fat, or you're going to feel like shit. You're going to have to starve yourself essentially. So that's not realistic, and that's not a good pacing. So I'm not going to give you any recommendations because you shouldn't be doing that. And it has nothing to do with cardio. It has to do with energy balance and lifting weights and things like that. But, you're going to do cardio to try to lose 60 pounds in 4 months. You're going to destroy your health. So not a good idea. How much cardio should I do? And if you're leaving yourself 4 months, you just have all sorts of time management and goal issues. I need to lose 60 pounds in 4 months. Then why are you 60 pounds overweight? Why are you what would you have to lose 60 pounds in 4 months for? Well, I signed up for this and, I have to make weight for X, Y, and Z. Then Why'd you do this to yourself? Why'd you put yourself in a terrible situation? The hurry is the problem. You're not doing things. If you need to, like, why is there a time limit? And why would you be 60 pounds overweight and then give yourself a time limit? Or do something that would require you you're trying to light a fire under your ass. You're just making it impossible for yourself to achieve that goal because you're not going to do it safely or healthily. Because remember, if you're exercising properly, you're building muscle, it might not be 60 pounds on the scale, but you could lose a lot of fat, but you're also putting on muscle. So if you put on 10 pounds, forget 4 months, let's say you put 10 pounds of muscle and you lose 30 pounds of fat, you're going to look like you lost 40 or 50 pounds. So do you want to look that way, or do you want to look on a scale and see, oh, that weight went down? But why would you just want to lose fat and be skinny and skinny fat? So cardio, again, I'm shocked that we still have to do this, but the idea that, hey, I want to lose fat. How much cardio should I do? Why is cardio the way to lose fat? Cardio is good for your health, but it's not something that's going to necessarily accelerate fat loss in the absence of proper physique and proper strength training and things like that. So yeah, you're going to lose water weight. You'll do some extreme dieting. You'll flush out a lot of water, and you might see the number on the scale that, ooh, this number on the scale is good, but you're not going to maintain it, and you'll gain it right back when you start eating food again. It's just unrealistic, and it's not safe. It's not smart either. ECBC 55. How do you motivate yourself? I don't. If you have purpose, you don't need motivation. And then discipline is built, just like you'd build a house and you construct something. It's proper habits. Discipline is habits. And if you have discipline and purpose, you'll have consistency. So it's not about feeling like it. So what do you want to do? Work your way back. What do you need? What was the person that has X, Y, and Z, or has the physique, or has the goals and has the results? What would that person do on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis to get what you want? And then do those things and forget about the goal. You don't need the goal if you're doing the executables. If you work your way back, you can focus on day to day. This is why we always say 7 pillars every day. What are you doing today? What are you doing today? Doing it today. If you're doing what you should be doing today and tomorrow and the next day, then you're doing what you should be doing over the next few weeks. If you're doing that over the next few weeks, then that translates into the next few months, few years, and then you get to your results. So stop thinking about motivation because you're going to be like, I don't feel motivated. Cool. No one does. You think people feel motivated to get up at 4 a.m. to train? No, they have purpose and they have habits and they don't make excuses for themselves and they make promises and they have integrity. So most people just have to be told what to do. And this is the problem with our society. When you go to school and you're told by your boss, you're told by your teacher, you have all this external authority telling you what to do. You have no agency for yourself. And then people, oh, I don't know what to do. How do I exercise? How do I get to the gym? And how do I eat good food? By not being a pussy retard and eating good food and going to the fucking gym. It's not complicated. I don't say that to be mean, but maybe you need a slap across the tits because these are gay questions. Lame. Go to the fucking gym. Do it. Or don't, and then don't have results. So choose. C4 EVL, Papa Swole. Help me, Papa. I lost my passion to continue the diet. Don't care. What do you want me to do? These are questions that I guess are good because people have them, but I think it's good that we slap these ideas across the tits because they don't help anything or anyone. So help me, Papa. I lost I can't help you do that at all. You lost your passion to continue the diet. You lost your passion to eat quality food and not trash your body. I lost the passion to eat real food. I'm just going to eat garbage. Passion? I lost the passion to eat steak. I lost the passion to eat beef. Oh, I don't have the passion to eat eggs. What are you, Mel Gibson? You need the passion to fucking go to the gym and to eat real food? Fuck out of here.
Go fuck yourself.
These questions are dumb. All right. JD Banook. Papa Swole. What's your skincare routine? You're outside in the sun a lot. Yeah, I am. A couple things. I also don't just lay there and roast and cook and put like coconut oil or something. I don't go outside and roast like I'm on a stove. I'll go lay in the sun, but if I get hot, I'll turn over or I go in the shade or I go inside. Like I'll go out there and if it's really hot, I get a little sun, I move around. Most of the time I'm moving. I'm not laying around just cooking and roasting. And that's a problem too. If you're just laying there like you're on a skillet, well, that's a different thing. I'm not trying to burn myself. I'm just getting sun all over my body. So skincare routine, I use bull cream. I use jojoba oil. I I take care of myself. I don't burn. You shouldn't be burning. You can burn, but I don't burn. I live in Florida, and we have the strongest sun in the fucking country. Or, a lot of places have strong sun, but, closer to the equator. So we get a lot of, direct sun, especially when you get towards the summertime. So it gets a lot hotter, but I don't burn easily. And the reason is because I don't do dumb stuff and just sit around and just cook, cook, cook. If I get hot, like, ooh, it's so hot. If I feel like I'm in the sun, man, it's getting hot, then I get out of the sun. That's your sign. Listen to your body. It's not, oh, I'm so hot. Oh my God, it's so cooking. Let me turn over and cook this other side. Oh my God, it's so hot. Let me just put on some more sunblock and then cook more. No, that's your body telling you that, hey, that's a lot of sun. Skin's getting a little hot. If it feels hot, like, ooh, it's really hot outside, move out of the sun or expose a different body part or go in the shade or go inside for a little bit. So that's it. And I don't eat seed oils and ultra processed foods, which I know it's amazing. People still think that these things are a conspiracy theory. Oh, seed oils make you burn. That's ridiculous. I'm proof of that. I haven't been consuming those kinds of things for years. And I will say the longer that I have not consumed seed oils and processed foods, the less I burn. It's just, I don't use sunblock. I don't need to. If I'm going somewhere where I'm exposed and it's going to be so hot, guess what? I'll bring clothes. Hey, I bring clothes. I'll bring a hat. I will, you go to the beach and you're there all day. Bring an umbrella. Bring a long sleeve shirt and some pants, some loose pants or something, or cover up. You can block the sun with other things aside from toxic creams and petroleum. And then, of course, you can do natural stuff and zinc and whatever. And there's natural or better ingredient things that might take the edge off or reflect a little of like the UV and stuff like that. If that's something that you're interested, if you're out all day, you can do some of that stuff on your face or whatever if you want. But getting out of the sun and making sure you don't burn, that's the most important thing. And you can create your own shade. Be mindful. That's why when you see people on boats and stuff, what do you see with guys on boats? They're wearing hats or the big hats that, off to the side, so it covers their ears and stuff. They're wearing long sleeves. All these guys that fish all the time or they're on boats, they're all wearing long sleeves for a reason. You can still take off your shirt and get some sun, but you'll get cooked out there because the light's reflecting off the ocean too, and the salty air is drying out and dehydrating. So be mindful of that. It's really just common sense. But if you're eating a lot of garbage food, these things get stuck in your skin. These things do go rancid and they react to the UV light and things like that. I just don't have those issues. I've noticed a massive difference because I used to eat more garbage food in the past. And I did have more issues with, but I also used to put stuff like banana boat, and I used to use all those sunblocks, quote unquote, when I was long time ago, like 20 years ago. I used to use that kind of stuff. And yeah, it'd be moisturizing and whatever, but yeah, you get kind of like red, like you would still get to that point. But a lot of times when you're using that, that's another thing. It's just like using wrist wraps. I won't say wrist wraps, but a belt or things of that nature. Hey, I don't have good form and my back hurts, so let me put on a belt and go heavier. Or when people use these kinds of other tools in the gym to lift heavier, it doesn't prevent injury. It might create a little bit more compressive force or a little bit more pressure inside that you're able to, translate force through your muscles, right? Like for bracing, we're using like a weight training belt, but it doesn't prevent injury in that sense. And it's not an excuse to, hey, let me strap on all these wraps and elbow sleeves and stuff and go heavier than I should be going. It doesn't replace good form and joint integrity. So if you're putting on all the sunblock so you can cook longer, well, you're just kind of, you're pulling at both ends and you're making the problem, you're distracting from the actual issue is you have overexposure. And if you're putting things on your skin in order to stay out longer, you're not supposed to be out there. Your skin's still getting hot. Your skin is still getting cooked, So people do that and then wonder why they still burn. So I personally like to feel these things. I don't like taking ibuprofen. If I have pain, I don't go and I take a painkiller right away. I want to feel the response. If I'm training and I'm lifting and something bothers me in one of my joints or I feel a little tight here, I want to feel that because I want to know what my body is telling me. And if you don't get those proper signals back, if you're blocking them, then you can definitely go down a path where you get burned or you get injured. I'm trying to use that analogy. So, good question. All right. Loretta says people from hot desert climates wear long flowing robes for a reason. Yep. That's true. See all the people that work in the fields and stuff. You have the big hats. You see guys that are like, picking crops and stuff like that. Big old hats. They're long sleeves. They're not out there topless and, they burn to shit. All right. Let's see this. Not Mark. Nick. Papa Swolio, did you see that story about a nurse who just got fired for telling women to poison ICE agents using hookup apps? No, I did not. Holy shit. Is that real? Telling women to poison ICE agents. So what, like roofies or something? You go on a date and just, you mean murder people? Yeah. You know what someone was asking? Or I saw someone posted. Was it a female nurse or was it a male nurse? And someone was posting because of all, the Alex Pretty stuff. Like, why are all these nurses fucking nuts? Right? Why are all these people part of these insurgent groups? Because the big scam that people aren't talking about is that Alex Pretty, like all these people that are in signal chats, this is all orchestrated. This is why it's not, you brought a gun. He brought a gun to a protest. No, he brought a firearm on purpose to an insurgent group. Like, this is all orchestrated and navigated and planned. Did he want to kill people? But again, don't bring a gun to a place where you shouldn't bring a gun when you're trying to interfere with law enforcement. Like, things can go south, whether it should have happened or not. And why are all the nurses going nuts? And I posted this on X. Someone said, why are all the nurses crying? I said, most nurses are women. We talked about this yesterday. Liberal women are absolutely insane. And most of them are nurses, or most nurses are female. So it just makes sense that based on the percentages, overwhelmingly, our society is very, 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 this is what you get. This is what you get from, third, fourth, and fifth wave feminism. You just get a female-run society, and it's weak. And when you have weakness, you have a power vacuum, and then you have all this, insane shit, and no accountability and no responsibility, and then things keep on spiraling, and that's what we're looking at. Yeah, that's true too. Mark says, and most nurses are whores as well. Yep. Driving a Wrangler with an arm sleeve. That's pretty much the uniform for a nurse. You become a nurse, you got to get an arm sleeve tattoo and a Jeep Wrangler. And then you're official. Nick says, yeah, it's real. A female nurse, she was instructing women how to make poisons or use laxatives. So you go on a date and just give someone the shits. Yeesh. That's wild. Damn. Well, that's serious. Buffalo Drill. Man, people really have it rough on those dating apps now. You're getting poisoned. Buffalo Drill 22 and 100 bodies. Yeah, 100 bodies is light work these days. How shall I cook my steak? Barely and rarely. How shall I cook my steak? Ever so slightly. No, cook it right. But if you cook it more than medium rare, you should be, I would say, at least a public flogging. I don't think you should be executed or deported. But if you cook past medium rare, I think we should have one of those public floggings. Not necessarily a cat of nine tails, Jesus style, but I think it should be something like maybe caning is a little bit severe. What do you think? I feel like you should be maybe a paddle, just something demoralizing. A paddle with some sort of, like medium rare, like on the paddle. So when you get whacked, it just like imprints, maybe not permanently, but temporarily. Like a public paddling or something like that. In the stockades, you put your head and your arms through and you just get paddled in public. 40 lashes. Ooh. Caned and disabled. The 13th commandment, thou shalt not eat steak well done. That's right. All right. Is that it? No way. Perfect car. Oh, yeah, these questions were that bad. We're already through them. Okay. All right. Death row for anything other than medium rare. See, I'm much more accepting than the Swole fan. The Swole fan is like, Swole fam's asking for death. Karen says, I'm a nurse and have a Jeep Wrangler, but no tats. Oh, all right. So you haven't gone full yet. All right. Okay. Golf clap. Very nice.
We choose truth over fact.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Jeep Wrangler, but no tats. All right. How long you been a nurse? Have you been pressured? Do you feel that pressure? Do you feel that pressure for a nurse? What about an FJ Cruiser? That's also an option. I mean, you already have a Wrangler, but no tats. Come on. You know you're going to get a full... You've been thinking about that sleeve, haven't you? Just watch. She's like, I've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about it, haven't you? You've been thinking about it. You have an appointment scheduled for like next week. I don't buy it. You've been itching to get that back piece or the arm sleeve. Tell me. Tell me. Mark says, I heard that there is a doctor in your state that said he would refuse any patient that's MAGA. Oh, yeah? Well, Florida's a big state. There's a lot of retards down here. But we like our retards. We like Florida man. Florida man is retarded. And this is what people are saying about Civil War and stuff like that. Most people are saying, well, conservatives or Republicans don't come out. They're not actually going to go out rioting and stuff. I'm like, I know, but we have Florida man. You're not getting past the Everglades. You're not getting past Florida man. You got a bunch of that. We have boats. You got a lot of Florida men with boats. And those airboats. You got some fucking wild peeps down here. Oh, Pedro, good question. How can I change my genes? I understand that obesity is tied to my genes. Oh, I see. Well, I think you can start by, I would say the best course of action is probably to avoid caloric consumption, probably between like 4 p.m. Probably wait till after 4. And that's epigenetic. So if you actually, quote unquote, starve yourself, also known as intermittent fasting, if you don't eat until 4, it actually deactivates the sequence that fires up the obesity gene. So all you got to do is not eat till 4 p.m. So round of applause. 39 years been a nurse. Karen has been a nurse for 39 years. Just turned 60 January 5th. No tats ever. Ooh, happy birthday. Wow. All right. Karen's one of the few. The few, the proud, the uncanvassed nurse. Wow. The untatted nurse. That's a book. That's like a kid's book, I think. That's a kid's book. That seems like maybe like a 7 and under. Not all nurses have tats. That's a good nurse. That's a good book for kids. How to judge nurse. Not all nurses have tattoos. That sounds like a kid's book or a Dr. Seuss book. Not all nurses have tattoos. My nurse has a Wrangler. Mine does too. Not all nurses have tattoos, though. I thought you knew. Next page. Right? Some nurses wear green. Some wear blue. But mine doesn't even have a tattoo. Next page. That's a good book. That's a good book already. John says, I have no interest in tats. When I was a kid, I wanted to get fit and get Street Fighter Vega's snake tat. I grew out of it. Ooh. See you like a lady. Or whatever he says. He comes down. Vega. That was a tough one. Climbing that fence, right? If my memory doesn't fail me. Oh, good question. On YouTube, hey Papa Swole, what are your thoughts about a mix between gluten-free dieting and 16 hours fasting? Ooh. Oh, no, that's definitely going to work. Combining it. I'm assuming you're trolling me. Combining gluten-free. Oh, it's got to be good. If it's gluten-free, it's got to be good for you. We know that. That's just science.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
If it's gluten-free, it's automatically good. We know this. Keep up. Come on, keep up. Oh. Next page, my nurse has slept with everyone in the ER. It just gets NC-17 right after that. Do they still have NC-17? They got rid of those ratings, right? Ever since like, ever since like the porn industry just like exploded, no one even does NC-17. It's just like R. Do we just ditch that? Do they still have that rating? I don't think anyone does that anymore. All right. Are we good? Any other questions? Drop in the comments. We can come back to a question here and there, but it's time for some balls deep. Let's do it.
That's deep.
The question is really, if you're a nurse with no tats, are you really a nurse? It's a good question. It's like chicken or the egg. Did the tats come first or did the nursing degree come first? These are the questions that we must answer. This is the question of our age. How about instead of chicken or the egg, nurse or the tattoo, right? Nursing degree or the tattoo, which came first? Tough one. All right. How about this? So since Karen has been a nurse for 39 years, doesn't have any tattoos. Karen, how many other nurses do you work with that have tattoos? How many of them have arm sleeves? All of them. Do you have like the Wrangler parking? It's like nurse parking only. It's just all Wranglers. Looks like a Chrysler dealership. Let's see. Sheena says, back when the first Deadpool movie came out, I believe it was rated NC-17 and there was a freaking 5-year-old in the theater. Really? Or was that in Canada? You're not in Canada, are you, Sheena? I forget who's Canadian anymore. I'm curious. The answer is going to be all of them, so we're just waiting for that. All right. New York. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, these are good. Let's do a short one. Another one really short. Fam, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. We got a few good ones. The funny one today is going to be a little bit of a different twist, but I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to that one. Karen says lots of nurses have tats. Most of my friends have the old tramp stamp. Ooh, the tramp stamp. Now, what kind of like the tribal one? That's the only real tramp stamp. There really is nothing else. It needs to be that tribal tattoo. Tribal, like the, whatever the fuck it looks like. Like with the rock on his arm, but ladies are getting them in their lower backs. The tramp stamp, just a brand, just branding it. Nick says, I worked at a nursing home years ago and this girl just became a nurse, full arm sleeve. Fuck, 10 of the male nurses and got knocked up. Didn't know who the father was. Well, that answers other questions that no one even asked yet. So and you don't know who the father was. And then they went down to the local store and all of them were buying milk. So, all right. Too soon? No? All right. Okay. As long as it's raw milk, right? As long as it's raw milk. Maybe that's where all the fathers went in this country. They went to get raw milk and they can't find. See, it's hard to find. He went to get milk and never came back because he went to look for raw milk and it's illegal everywhere. So what if there's a place like in just one of these, what if they're all by one of these? They went to realmilk.com. What if all these black guys are just at a farmer's market somewhere? And they're on their way back, but it took them so long to find raw milk. It's not easy. And it's for cats and dogs and then bringing it across the border. Who knows, right? The milkman never came back. Karen says the hospital hookup with staff is alive and well. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. My Rumble pic is of me and my Jeep. This one's hitting close to home for Karen. Yeah. Man, good stuff. And you got the name Karen too, so you're fighting all the stereotypes. Look at Karen taking a stand. Good for you. We love we have good Karens. We have the best. See, we have the swole sluts. We have the best Karens. Bring us your tired, you're sick, you're needy. Bring us your Karens. Yeah, the Swole fan, we'll take you in. They're trying to find bull milk. All right. So let's see here. This one, we picked some numbers. I think we did. Let's see. Everyone went 2. Bunch of people went 2. This one's called Striking. Oh yeah. Oh, I saw this. I didn't watch it fully.
What's in the box?
Because I saw this thumbnail in the folder. I saw it online. I didn't watch it yet. So this one's called Striking. Striking.
We're striking Friday. All of us, we are striking Friday.
Yeah, okay, you said that. So in 5 seconds, you repeat yourself twice. You see how everyone's retarded? Everyone that follows these kooks, they're retarded. You have to say the same thing twice in the first 5 seconds. They go, what? You said, when are we striking? Yeah. Why are liberals always not working? Why don't they work? How do you have that much time to strike? And then they're the ones that are going to complain about not having money. It's like, well, you're not going to work. So you're not making money, not being productive in society. And has anyone noticed how the world just keeps on turning? We're striking. We're not working. It's like, okay, good luck with that. Always an excuse to not work. It's always an excuse to not work. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. What I will say is he can definitely, this dude can hear what I'm saying. It's a video and he can hear what I'm fucking saying. If you're just listening, you don't get it.
We're striking Friday. All of us, we are striking Friday.
Nope.
It's a nationwide general strike.
Is it Friday? Are you striking Friday?
That means you don't go to work.
Tell me more. I'm learning so much here. I'm learning so much right now. Beep, beep. And on occasion, boop. This is yesterday's video. Okay. That means you don't go to work. You got to explain what a strike is nowadays. Yeah. As if you're working anyway. Cool.
You don't go to school.
Oh my God. Is he going to list everything that you don't do?
You don't shop.
All right, this is worse than I thought. I thought it was literally going to be like, we're striking and then information about it. You're just listing, you're telling people, your followers are that retarded, they don't even know what a strike is. You don't go to school. Oh, okay, I'm taking notes. Hold on. I don't. Hold on. Don't go to school. Don't shop. Okay, next. I'm still, hold on. Taking notes.
Remember, all of these things are tied into capitalism.
Capitalism.
It's a socioeconomic system that demands state violence, like what we're seeing.
What? Capitalism demands state violence. It doesn't, by the way. What state violence are you talking about? That got out of hand quickly.
That demands state violence, like
it doesn't.
What we're seeing in Minneapolis. But
state violence? You mean criminal activity and fraud? I mean, it is state violence, I guess. I mean, isn't it technically violent? Stealing people's money? Wouldn't you say? Because if money is stored human energy and you're stealing all of our money, because this is federal funding, so all of our taxes that we pay that keep on going up and fucks everyone in the ass. So all the money that we're all spending is going to criminals in Somalia, Minnesota. So I guess that's technically violent because if money is stored human energy, I'm giving my life to work. This is what people have to understand. Money is stored human energy. So fiat money always goes to zero. Everyone's like, oh my God, gold is going up. Oh my God, silver is going up. Yeah, the currency has been debasing for 100 fucking years. We've been talking about Bitcoin for years and years and years and years and years. Yeah, it's the debasement trade. The dollar is collapsing. It's weaker and blah, blah. It goes up. It's still within a range. The Dixie, if you want to look at the dollar, the value of the dollar. But this is happening. This has been happening. This is nothing new. There's nothing new. The metals are just late to the party. So if I give, and you all are doing this, if you work a 9 to 5, you're giving a portion of your life to store your energy in money. The problem is it's supposed to get more valuable. When you save, you're supposed to be able to save. If you save in fiat and you just keep cash under your bed, think about this. They do this happens all the time. We'll pause. We'll continue in a second. A little rant here. You see this sometimes when people buy an old property or they they get a storage shed, or they buy a property and there's a detached garage and they're going through an attic and they find, you see this all the time on TV shows or a news report, and they're breaking down a wall. Like, hey, we're going to open this up and remodel this old 100-year-old house. And they find a tin can or just dollar bills stuffed into the walls. And it's like $2,000. Like, whoa. Or $5,000. Wow. Well, if you go back 70 years or whatever it is, like that was some money. But then now it's like, oh, a little pocket change. Just saying, relatively speaking. Because it doesn't hold value. So if you work and you save your human energy, the value that you're creating at your job, right? It doesn't even matter. If you're a cashier, you're providing value. You're providing value to customers. You're interacting with them. You're, making small talk. You're bagging groceries. You're helping people check out, right? You're providing value. And there's different ways to provide value. You could be a plumber. You could be a janitor. You're providing value. And you're getting paid for that value that you're providing. And that changes over time with technology and needs and whatever, okay? And everyone has different capacity for work and availability based on where they live. All that aside, you're providing a value. You're getting paid for that value. You should be able to save that and put it away and have it be more valuable in the future. So when it comes to this kind of crap, state violence, when you're stealing that from people, it is violence. It is violence. I'm not talking about the way this idiot talks about it, but taxation is theft. You're stealing someone's life. You're stealing people's lives. You're stealing a portion of their life in the past. They're trying to save it, and you're like, no, give me 10%. Why? So you can send it to Somalia? So you can send it to Ukraine? So you can give it to people that don't want to work and fight to not work? Like, fuck you. It is violence. Taxation, it's violent. It's not necessarily, okay, someone's hitting you with a club, but would you say if someone steals a piece of your life, that's why it feels violated. That's why you feel violated, because it's personal property. This is very human. If someone breaks into your car, most of you have had someone, you park at a beach somewhere and I've had stuff stolen from me in different spots, or someone breaks into your car and steals your wallet, or, steals your phone, or you left it somewhere on a bench for a second, like, oh shit, I forgot my phone and it's gone. You feel violated because someone robbed you. They stole part of your life. They stole something that has value that you paid money for. And it is a form of violence. So I agree with that, but not in the sense that he's talking about.
State violence, like what we're seeing in Minneapolis, but also what we saw years ago with Philando Castile. So, on Friday...
What? Someone look that up. I don't know what that is.
With Philando Castile. So...
Philando Castile? That's a name. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Go with Philando Castile. So, on Friday, what are we doing? We're striking, guys. Great job. January 30th. No work. No school. No shopping.
Oh my God, you have to say it again? So that reminds me. So he's got the thing up here. Stand with Minnesota. ICE out. Justice for Alex Pretty. Justice for Renee Good. Nationwide shutdown. No work, no school, no shopping. January 30th. Cool. I saw someone post because of the names, and we're not making fun of anyone that died, but if you're going to go and be a part of an insurgent group that's trying to interfere with federal law enforcement that 77 to 80 million people voted for mass deportations, okay. It's like, don't interfere with that. You won't, if you don't go play in traffic, you won't get hit by a car. If you go protest on a highway and you get run over, I don't feel sorry for you. That's not a protest. That's interfering. And that's essentially, it's like passively violent behavior because you're putting people's lives at risk. But I saw this post, dark humor, but that's how we like it. Someone said, how is ICE doing in Minnesota? And someone put the last two names together and someone said, pretty good. It's funny. It's funny. Pretty good. And then I saw this video of, that idiot, I guess like the Ben and Jerry's guy, or one of the guys who's always making like a new ice cream or something, the complete woke tards. And we're not, trying to do this like moral LARPing, like, oh, in light of the tragedies of X, Y, and, of Alex Pretty and Renee Good, I'm not going to make a flavor this week and, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's so serious. And people are like, you missed an opportunity to make a pretty good flavor. Okay. All right.
Everyone.
A pretty good flavor.
Absolutely true.
Gotta laugh at it. Laugh at it. It's funny. Yeah. That's too soon for a shirt. I don't want I would love to do it because it's funny, but it's just like, Ice is doing pretty good. Oh God. Dark humor, but well, that's what happens. Pedro. Philando Castile, 2016, 32-year-old African-American. You mean American? We're not doing this shit anymore. I'm not saying African-American anymore. I'm not doing this. You're American or you're not. Is anyone else tired of that shit? It doesn't make sense. It never really made sense to me. I don't say I'm a white American. I'm an American. Are you American or you not? Either you are or you aren't. Do we care about people's color or do we not? Are we going to obsess about race or are we not? It's a real thing. I mean, people have different melanin concentrations and different genetics, but like, are we going to obsess over it or are we going to actually move past it? And whoever coined the I'm African American, it's like, okay, well, then you're not American. Where's your allegiance? Is it Africa? And what black person like has ever been to Africa, let alone is actually from there? Most people have no fucking idea. They don't even know who their dad is. We talked about this. A lot of people don't know who their parents are. And like, okay, are you American or are you not? Which one are you? I don't call myself a Hispanic American. Right. You're Hispanic American. If you're Latin American or something, you're from Guatemala or something. Okay, you're Guatemalan. Okay, you're from Guatemala. That's cool. No, it's not like, oh my God, I hate you. You're from El Salvador. It's like, you're from El Salvador. Why is it like, I'm Asian American? You're not then you're, which one? You should pick one. Either you're American or you're not. And I don't think that's what a stretch. Oh my God, what a racist comment. You are or you are not. You're on Team America or you're not American. Go back to fucking Africa if you want to go there. I'm Asian American. Go back to Asia. Or be an American. I got my American citizenship. Then you're not an Asian American. You're American. You're an American. I think that just perpetuates quote unquote racism, prejudice. I mean, I'm not racist. I just probably don't like you. It's not about race. I just don't like your personality. Why does it have to be about your skin color? It's just, you're a shitty person. I don't fucking care I don't care where your ancestors came from. You're an asshole. But it's a grift, right? It's a grift because if you're African American, it just victimizes you in perpetuity. Because you're that group. You're a marginalized group. Well, if you're American, we're all American, right? You can't be marginalized if we're all American. So that's why that's not the case, because you can't play the victim if you are not marginalized. So you have to segment yourself from the rest. So you could be like, well, we're not them. We're these. We're special because, I don't know. Okay. So my ancestors, some of them came over on the Mayflower, other people from other countries, like whatever. Okay. I don't list that as my heritage. Weird. Mark says a lot of you are for something. Let's say Mark says I never referred to myself as an Indian American, but that's more because I hate my people, as you all know. Mark's like, I don't refer to myself as an Indian American, but it's just because I hate my people. I hate my people. Oh, this is going to be a shirt. It's an upcoming shirt, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the list, but we're doing that. We're going to do that for this week. Anyway, let's see. My husband is native, but he never calls himself that. He never mentions it at all. Native as in like Native American? But that's still, you're just like, I would say probably if you're actually like a Native American, like that kind of tribe, I would say that's kind of like, that's okay. Wouldn't you say? If you have lineage to like I feel like American or Native American, I feel like that might be the only like available. I feel like that might be reasonable. I mean, either you're American or you're not, but like you were native, like you're from the lineage that was here before. Okay. I mean, I would accept that. That makes sense. Fine. You know, but he's Iroquois. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but that's not like to make your identity. That's the same thing as me making my identity around being white. It's like weird. It's weird. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to be proud. If you're proud to be, which is a weird thing, right? Pride is one of those, right? We talked about the deadly sins. We looked them all up and you're like, oh, wow, this is why the left is insane. Every single deadly sin, right? The 7 deadly sins, every single one. I don't even know if I still have that. Do I still have that picture? What's this one? Oh, sloth. Sometimes I save them. Maybe I deleted it. But yeah, it's like if I say I'm proud to be white, then I'm a white supremacist, I'm a Nazi, and I hate everyone. Well, you don't say that about people. I'm proud to be black. Support black creators. That's the most racist shit ever. I hate that when Instagram tells me this or Amazon sends me a fucking link. Have you checked out these black-owned businesses? No. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I haven't checked out these immigrant businesses. Why the fuck? What? It doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? Do they make good products that don't suck? Maybe I'll buy it. But if something says this is a black-owned business, I'm probably not going to go there just because I don't want you to, first off, don't guilt trip me into buying a product that probably sucks. I don't care who makes it. If it's a good product, I'll buy it. I don't care where you're from. But the whole fucking race grifting thing is annoying. Have you checked out these black movies? No, okay. No. Why is that? Why would that be a reason for me to watch a movie? Why is that a selling point? Is it a good movie? I'll watch it if it's a good movie. I got some other jokes there, but I'll leave it. I mean, honestly, if that's the sell, this is an Asian-owned business. I don't care. You know, if that's a selling point, then the business probably isn't very good because it can't sell products on its own merit. You have to be like, well, oh, this person has been, they feel marginalized. Their feelings been hurted because they've been told that they're weaker and they've been told that they're oppressed. So don't you feel bad for these people? Don't you want to buy? No. And if I were them, I'd be pissed off because I wouldn't want to be framed as being pathetic and needing a fucking handout. But some people like that shit. Whatever. It's so dumb. You're an American or you're not. And if you make good products and you have good things, then you should sell based on the quality of your business. It doesn't matter if, I don't know, you have a good tan. It's just ridiculous. All right, let's do another one. But logic and common sense is anything but these days. We know this. We've been here before. This one's called Unemployed. Well,
What's in the box?
no surprise there.
To answer y'all question, no, I don't work. No, I'm never getting a job. Okay. That doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. Okay, just because I don't want to work for somebody, just because I don't like being told what to do, doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. I can read. I'm smart.
What was that? A creed? You say a creed? Hold on. I didn't say Apollo Creed? Hold on a second.
I can read.
Apollo Creed?
I can read.
A creed?
I can read. I'm smart. What do you like?
A creed. A smart.
I said it once, and I said it once before, and I'm gonna say it again. You will never catch me in a job
or gym
working for nobody, making nobody else rich. It's not gonna happen.
Anybody else rich?
Unless somebody We ain't even gonna get that deep. We ain't even gonna get that deep, okay? I said what I said. And it doesn't change the fact that y'all lack comprehension skills. And y'all can't understand a question. You're answering a question with a question. Y'all been doing this for a while now. Answer a question with an answer. Make it make sense.
What was that? Oh, she said.
Answer a question with an answer. Make it make sense.
Answer a question with an answer. And
That gorilla has seen the city of Zinj.
I don't know. I fear some things in this world. One thing I do not fear is her being at risk of getting a job. Something tells me that her getting a job is not a concern. I don't think we should be worried about that. Allie says, who's the tarred unemployed person? She's really dumb. Hey, I don't think anyone's going to deny jobs aren't for everyone, apparently. And what I mean by that is not everyone has the brain capacity to, I guess, provide value in this world, which is unfortunate. But I think, everyone really does. There's something that she could do. What do you think she could do? There's jobs. To be honest, most jobs that she would be qualified for are going to be replaced by AI and robotics. So that's a tough sell. But there's something that she could do, at least in the short term. I don't think she has to worry about getting a job at all. Who would hire it? But, it is what it is, I suppose.
Shut up, bitch!
Ironically, save the biotwat. And I think she was a biotwat, but save the biotwat. Save the biotwat. Yeah, Michelle. Ayo. That's based. That's based, Michelle. Michelle says DoorDash. Yeah, I agree. She's in a car. She could be delivering something. Hey, it's honest work. Deliver packages and stuff, Boom. Hit it up. You never find me in a job. You don't want money? Oh, I forgot. How are you living if you don't have a job? That's right. I pay you to do nothing. Isn't that fucked up? That you have people like this out there? You don't deserve to be in this country. You don't. I'm tired of this entitlement. I'm tired of people, what they think they have a right to. You have no right to not work. If you marry someone and they make enough money, maybe you don't have to work. But you don't just get freebies and handouts just because you have a heartbeat. That's not appropriate. Government assistance should be very limited, but it should be very specific to people that are in need when they're transitioning between jobs. If you lose your job, let's say you get fired suddenly. Yeah, there should be something that gets you over. You shouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And all my kids are going to. No, but it's supposed to, right? It's supposed to be like, hey, here's something in the meantime while you're looking for another job, and you apply and you get a job, and then boom, and then you're off of it. But these people, they do everything, and there's courses and community groups and Facebook groups and stuff that literally allows people like this to game the system, and it's stealing from all of you. Every single one of you. It's stealing from you because that's free money. I don't get free money. Do you get free money? I don't get free money. I pay retarded amounts in taxes. I don't get money back. I don't get handouts. Why the fuck should anyone get handouts, especially when you're not producing? People that are working their ass off are paying for people to be absolute fucking leeches on society. And that's awful. That's awful. Aside from it being pathetic, aside from it just being morally reprehensible and just a gross existence, to just suckle off other people's labor. It's gross. It's gross. Hashtag save the biotwat. Maybe not that one, but in general, we should save the biotwat. Amy says she'd steal my package. Loretta says we had mentally impaired dishwashers. They did a good job. Yeah, there's something to do. There's something to do. And honestly, I would never, right? You know, anyone that's putting in work, they deserve, like, respect. You're working. There's no job like, oh my God, that's lowly. People that take out, they come and pick up the garbage. Those guys work hard. They're fucking driving around, picking up the garbage. That way our houses don't fucking reek and there's like sewage and shit like that in the street. They're, dumping the garbage cans. It's fucking physical work. They're jumping off the truck, dumping stuff all day, like extremely valuable parts of society. Every job, like, these things are valuable, insanely valuable, and you get compensated for it. And whether or not the compensation is proper, this, that, and the other, you can't make compensation, you can't make it enough is what problem. And this is why things are breaking down. It's because of fiat currency. It's because of the debasing. It's because of the money printing. It's because people can't store their energy and can't store their money and have more in the future. This is why people go for instant gratification, because if you don't spend your money right now, it's going to be worth less next month. So you buy and you spend and you spend, and you can't save anything because you can't save anything. That's why people don't usually have savings, because it's worth less. So you don't save, unless that's why buying assets and Bitcoin and investing is important, because as more money gets printed and as inflation continues and as the currency always gets debased, because all fiat currency goes to zero eventually, those assets increase in value. But if you own a house, you guys know this, your house might have, like, over the last 5 years, wow, it went up 40%. Not really. The dollar just collapsed. I mean, you have to trade that off, and you have to analyze what your house value is worth and take out insurance and take out replacement for the roof and the AC unit, property taxes, all these different things. And then you realize, like, oh shit, the number might be larger, but the dollar's worth so much less. You didn't actually increase any savings, and people shouldn't have their savings in their house. That's a big fucking scam. That's why housing is so expensive. That shouldn't be where you store your value. That's ridiculous. So we have a lot of things that are broken in our society. And this is what happens when people spin their wheels and don't see any benefits from it. If you're able to go and work at a hardware store, and more people would work at a hardware store, right? You work at a Lowe's or you work at Home Depot. If you could go and work at a hardware store, have a house, 2 kids, a car, food on the table, people would be chill. If you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from or paying your bills, you're chill. People are going to enjoy. They go to their kids' sports games and they have a good life and they're fine. They work and they come home. But when you need 5 fucking jobs and then you need a Uber Eats side hustle and you can't even pay everything, you just get pissed off. And then you're like, fuck, I'll strike. I'm not making anything anyway. I have nothing to lose. Fuck these people. I don't blame them. So when you can't get ahead, people have despair. They don't have kids because they're not thinking about 10 years in advance, because they don't even know if they can pay their bills next month. So they're not thinking about starting families. They're not thinking about investing. And long-term, my ass, people don't even know, right? So you have a lot of this short-term gratification and people drinking and eating and just, fucking off because they want that dopamine. They want that feel good now. And things are spiraling out of control. And then people get angry. They get scared. They get anxious. And then it translates into fear or they get scared and they get translates into hate and anger. And then you have the media just spewing this stuff to dumb people that aren't educated well and that are very easily manipulated. And when you're scared and you're hungry for a purpose and you're just frightened and you're anxious, it's very easy to be like, hey, you see those people that are trying to make America great again? Those are white supremacist Nazis. They're evil. They hate you. Oh my God, because you're darker. And they're like, yeah, fuck those people. And then you're like, people that have like normal functioning brains are like, what the hell is going on? What is the matter with these people? But they've been beaten down. People have been beaten down and raped for decades. you know, and then let's say your parents pass and then you inherit their house and stuff like that. And you don't have the proper things set up. And then you got to pay inheritance and estate taxes and they just fuck you in the ass. And then, you know, it's just, you can't win. You can't create generational wealth. You can't pass things on unless the government gets their fucking cut. So it's a lot of thievery and criminal activity and people are sick of it. I don't blame them. So opt out. Opt out. Okay. So that being said, we do have a funny one coming up. This one's called groceries. Any other comments or questions? Thank you for the super chat, Allie. Appreciate you. Super chat in the house. Love it. Spank you. Appreciate you. $1.99. Yeah. Allie's putting fucking ribeyes on the table tonight. We're eating steak. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Let's fucking go. Make it rain. Make it rain. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. You know, I feel like a busker, you know, sing and dance. And Allie came over. She's like, here you go. Bink. Put like a little gold coin, just flipped into my hat. I'm like, thank you. Sing and dance. All right. This one's called, speaking of which, this one's called groceries. I'm not sure. Oh, is that a dance monkey dance? I'll dance. Yeah, you keep making it rain. I'll fucking dance. I should have a little sign. Great cornholio. $2. Ooh. Oh, cornholio beat Allie by 1 penny. Allie's like, oh, I'll give you $1.99. And cornholio's like, make it 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Excellent. Dance, monkey, dance. Dun, 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 dun. All right, save the biotwat. There we go. Thanks for making it rain. Ooh, that's right. That's right. I got it. We're at a third. Let's see. What was that? $3.99. I think I'm at like, what was that? Like 4% of a ribeye. Ribeyes are getting, maybe I'll be ground beef. I'm almost at a pound of ground beef. So maybe maybe not ribeye tonight. Maybe it'll be ground beef. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that going. This one's called groceries. Let's see. This might actually tie in nicely.
All the other countries that wonder and say that Americans are just fat and lazy and they don't do anything to better themselves. This is what $115 gets you. Let me show you.
Oh my God.
We were able to get some.
Is this trying to say that food is so expensive? Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, fuck. This is gross. This woman's morbidly obese. What a gross haul. I'll play it again, but we're going to really chip through this.
All the other countries that wonder and say that Americans are just fat and lazy and they don't.
Look at this fucking food. Oh, this is disgusting.
Do anything to better themselves. This is what $115 gets you. Let me show you.
Let me show you. Diabetes. $115. So she could have bought like 10 to 15 pounds of grass-fed beef. You know, ground beef. Depending on the prices, right? 10 pounds, 15 pounds. Okay. She could have bought 10 pounds of grass-fed beef and 40 pounds of fucking rice. You know? I mean, give me a break. This is so fucking gross. All right. So this is Ritz crackers.
We're gonna get some Ritz crackers. One thing of cereal. Some ramen. More ramen.
There's no food here. This is why people are fat as fuck. This is disgusting.
Tuna.
Tuna in the packets. Yeah.
Bag of potatoes, a few avocados, some
avocados. Oh, there's some fruit.
Snacks, desserts.
Snacks, desserts. What are you talking about? Everything is a snack. Ramen's not food. Ritz crackers, that's not a snack. Oh, we got some Ritz crackers. Eating good. Eating good. Look at that. I've always wondered, you see that plastic container? I always wondered at the supermarket, that kind of bakery section with the plastic cakes and shit like that. I always wondered who buys those. Who buys that shit with the cookies? I mean, we know who buys them. Pharmaceutical reps buy them and they just bring that kind of shit to, I mean, they go to like Panera Bread and they'll bring all the garbage, or Starbucks, you know, stuff like that. They'll bring it to medical, to doctors' offices and stuff like that. So pharma reps, people that are late to a party, they'll grab them. They're going to work and they just get something shit. Who the fuck buys these to bring them to their house? I always wondered who buys these aside from, okay, I need a cake and it's an emergency. Let me just buy this garbage, in the bakery section at Publix. I always wondered who the fuck buys these. Who would look at that and be like, I don't know what the fuck is in these. And you can't see what's in them because the text where it has all the ingredients is like size 6 font. And it's like usually a thick paragraph of all the synthetic garbage that's in those things.
Snacks, desserts, 2 bags of chips, ice creams, pizza rolls.
Those are not ice creams. Those are desserts. And when I say that, that's like a dessert. I guarantee that doesn't even say, have you seen those things with like Breyers? I think we did that before. It doesn't even say ice cream on it because it's not technically ice cream. It says like a dessert food or something like that, right? We did that, right? We did that one. It doesn't even say ice cream on Breyers anymore. It says frozen. It's like, it says a frozen dairy dessert or something. Like they changed the name because it's not technically ice cream. So it says it's like frozen dairy dessert or something like that, right? You guys can confirm with that, but that's what it says now. That's not ice cream. That shit can stay at room temperature and it'll look exactly the same.
Ice creams, pizza rolls, some sausage biscuits, 1 thing of Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, ballin'.
All of this for...
Oh, you got raped.
$115.
Yeah, you bought dog shit. You got no food.
We're not making it. This is going to feed my kids for less than a week. And this doesn't include any dinners. There are no dinners here. This is lunch and snacks.
Ugh.
I don't know how people are making it. It's hard out there.
Now, look, this is such a grift. It's such a fucking lie. You bought poison. You bought garbage. This is what I say all the time. People are like, I'm not saying it's not hard for people. It's so hard out there. How are we eating? How can we eat? I can't feed. You could have bought 10 pounds of grass-fed beef. You bought 40 pounds of fucking rice. That would have fed you and your family for like a week properly. Like no question. All right. You could have bought some eggs, some beef, and fucking, you're going to tell me it's expensive. Sweet potatoes are like 60 cents a pound. Okay. Oh, no, up here, they're $1 a pound. Oh, you sure showed me. It's cheap. Rice, I don't care. Even if it's like organic jasmine rice, ain't expensive for what you get. Because when you cook it, it puffs up and makes all bigger. It looks like small bag, but makes big bag. 1 cup rice. Ooh, make heap big portion. Crazy, man. Crazy. Ultra processed crap. Like, I don't feel bad for this at all. You're spending your money on garbage and you wonder why, because there's no nutrition in that. That's for breakfast and snacks. How dare you abuse your kids like that? That's disgusting. They're going to be fat and sick like you before they fucking hit puberty. Gross. Gross. Gross.
Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
So this is what I always say about, when it comes to food. People say that food's expensive and they say they're sure, healthy food's more expensive. No, it's more nutrient dense. So you're not going to be buying like the same volume. You might look at your cart and be like, oh my God, here's a stack of burgers, ground beef. And here's a bag of rice. Oh my God, there's no food. Yo, stuff your face with that. That's a lot of food, a lot of nutrient dense food. You get full and then you don't have to eat because you're satisfied. But if you're buying like that kind of money, this is the perfect example. You spend $115 on poison. That money, like you have $115 to spend. Obviously, she spent it. What would have happened if you spent it on real food? You would actually have proper nutrition and you would have spent the same money. So everyone that says how healthy food is, they're buying Uber Eats, they're getting fast food, they're buying junk. That food is worth next to nothing. That's ultra processed, enriched wheat flour, corn, soy. That's literally corn and soy, just mashed up in different ways. That Dr. Pepper is corn and soy in liquid form. The Ritz chips, that's enriched wheat flour, corn and soy in flat little Ritz shapes. That ramen, same thing in long stringy form. The donut holes, it's rounded with extra sugar on top. It's just the same shit in different forms. So These companies are making tons of money because it's subsidized by the government. They're making cheap ass food and selling it to you at like a 20x markup or whatever it is because it's not real food. It's waste products. These are industrial waste products that they're just getting retarded people to eat. If you bought real food, you would actually have real food. You have $115. Why don't you spend it on better shit? But it's so expensive. Prove it. Fuck grass-fed. Buy beef. Get regular beef. You know, in ground beef. Get actual food. Stupid. Gross. Gross. And you can't play the ignorant, I didn't know. Well, I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know. You can't make that excuse. You have a cell phone and you're posting it online. You have the access. She has the same access to Google that everyone else has. You have a phone? You're recording it. So you can look this up. Hey, which is better? Ritz crackers and donut holes or beef? I mean, some of these search engines are so fucking trashy. They might be like, well, you should be eating 8 servings of grains and sugar a day or whatever. You have the same money. Use it to make a non-retarded decision, please. Allie says that's not food. That woman is just showing us she can't cook and can't make good decisions. Her video is actually embarrassing. It's extremely embarrassing. No sympathy. Oh my God, it's so expensive to eat. No, it's not. You make terrible decisions. And considering you made that many bad decisions in one order, you spent $115 on literal shit. How much other money do you spend on stupid fucking shit? I could probably look around the cabinets and all the other dumb shit that you've bought. If you're making that many bad decisions in one order, I guarantee your whole life is full of them. I can tell by your face. And it's just bad. It's no sympathy. Make better choices. You know, make better choices. If you spend $200 on food, well, you have a choice. You could spend $200 at the racetrack. You can sports bet and gamble. You can go buy, you know, a bunch of cases or a couple bottles of vodka. You can spend it on all sorts of stuff. You can go whatever. You can throw it down the fucking sewer. You can buy good food. Like, it's $200. It buys $200 worth of things. Buy better things. Buy better things.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No,
Mark says both of my freezers have more meat in it than a gay orgy. All right. Well.
Because.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's very, very descriptive. All right. This one's called Shia. Shia. This is funny. So let's get a funny, and then we will do the Swole card, and then we will do a throwback. So Swole card is
What's in the
Save
box?
the Biotwat. Save the Biotwat.
Aww.
Oh, she's so sleepy. She's so sleepy. So warm. I'm just going to warm up my hand right here. Right there. Good, Pinkston. Good, Pinkston. And there's the Tainty Man. We haven't even shown the Tainty Boy. He's in focus too. Oh, it's a good boy. Good poppers.
Aww.
Good CPs. Look at that meat. Look at this meats. Look at this, Mr. Meats. No one has more meat than the Tainty Boy, right? Look at the fucking meat. So much meat, and it tastes so good. If you give him a nice bite, you could just nibble on those. You could just chew on it. This is the best part to chew. It's so tender right here. Ooh, you should nibble on that. Such a good boy. He's actually on his bed this time. Actually on his bed. All right, let's do this one. Shia.
This is Shia LaBeouf ordering food that's no longer on the menu.
Hey, what do you mean you don't got no more cavatappi? Like, chef don't want to make it, or you don't got no more? He don't want to make it? Hey, I get down with that. Hey, you got to have a code, you feel me? Hey, he don't want to make it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to wait till he's ready. Then I'm going to enjoy some cavatappi. Hey, but until then, I'm going to need your recommendation. What do you recommend? Farfalla alla vodka? Hey, that sounds incredible. I'm 100% positive I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you very much. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to recommend things to people. Understand?
Well done. Good sir. That might actually be Shia LaBeouf. That might actually have been Shia. Or Shia, whatever the fuck his name is. That might actually have been him. Hey, yo, what do you mean you don't have any cavatappi? Good one. Good one. Jolly good show. Jolly good show. All right, Swole card time. Save the Biotwat. Save the Biotwat. All right, here we go. Save the Biotwat. Save BioTwat. Save BioTwat. Save the BioTwat. I need that from Back to the Future. Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower. Save the BioTwat. Do we have one? Scrolling. Trying to give it away. Trying to give it away. Trying to give it away. Do we have it? Trying to give it away. Trying to give it away. All right. Trying to give it away. I know who we're giving it to. We're giving it to this guy. The Great Cornholio, because that's a great name. So congratulations.
Congratulations!
Landed on it just in time. It's good. Rigged like a mechanical BioTwat. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3555 in the subject, mailing address in the body of the email. That's all right. You guys don't drop enough hashtags. Some of you do. I scroll through. I should see a lot more hashtags. Maybe I didn't advertise it enough, but it's all good. It's all good. Congratulations. Send me an email to support@swolenormous.com. Shut up, David. 3555 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. So Swole card 3555 and then mailing address, body of the email. We'll send you the Swole card. We got a bunch of Swole cards that have yet to go out. So if you're waiting on one, they are coming. Signature series will be going out. We're catching up on a lot of the end of last year. Appreciate your patience. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your service. And thank you for your logic and common sense. We appreciate all the triple digit IQs that are enjoying the Mancast. Let's do a throwback. Oh, that is horrifying. Oh boy.
What's in the box?
Here we
No, I'm not willing to pay 3 times the price for needing apparently 3 times the amount of fabric of a I didn't ask anyone.
Those glasses are straight out of Hogwarts.
To subsidize my size.
Nar.
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 So many things wrong with your comment.
Nar.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself, dude.
Nar.
This is not a topic of whether we should pay the same price or not.
Nar.
This is a conversation of, hey, just make us some clothes that we
Nar.
actually want to buy.
Dumb bitch.
I can tell you that small businesses who make plus size clothing that fits us, that ask us what we want and then listen, they do just fine.
Shut up, bitch!
You know what? I think that's what my impression of an Australian cat. No. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate everyone. No. So let's get everyone's ass to the fucking gym. That just woke my cat up. Nar. Nar. Like the ones that are in heat outside, the really loud ones. Nar. Nar. Oh my goodness. All right, we have cats outside, of course. Cats are everywhere. But we have ones, and sometimes there's a nasty fight outside. We hear like, and I'm like, I think they're fighting in the gym, like running around, jumping on equipment, just attacking each other. All right, fam, eat some real fucking food. Don't spend money on Ritz crackers and donut holes and expect anyone's sympathy or pity and like, oh, so sad for you. You can't get diabetes faster. Go to the fucking gym, make some gains, hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, banging your ear holes and eye holes every single day. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. And we also still have buy one, get one 50% off the brand new Ve al Puto Gimnasio shirt. We got mugs over there. Go to the fucking gym. We got scalp seed. We got mane gains. We got all the stuff for your hair, for your beard. Put that scalp seed on, dig that into your skin, on your face, put on your scalp. Delicious for growth and mane gains for the mids and ends of your hair and beard. Fantastic. It's what I use. Get yourself some bull cream. All that information over there. papaswolio.com. Shameless plug. Before we go anywhere, I did see some frustration with the promotions of today's show, and I do apologize for not tapping into this earlier. But if you didn't know, we have lots of tapestries. Come on now. We got lots of tapestries over there on the website. Come on now.
This is a castle, isn't it? There are
tapestries. We have many tapestries.
We have many tapestries, and they're all available. Buy one, get one 50. So I know I didn't talk about this earlier, but I'm talking about it now. We got Thomas the Trend, brand new design. Super Swole Bros. Look at all these tapestries. Harry Squatter. These are great. These are great. So all these amazing designs. Some of these look even better on a tapestry than they do on flags. So you can put these anywhere. That's what she said. All these different designs, different framing, sideways, vertical, different sizes. So go check it out. papaswolio.com. Get yourself some tapestries. Let's check out some new releases. What we got here? Thomas the Trend. We have also a ton of different dog bandanas that we've released. You see a couple of them right there. Thomas the Trend looking great on all these different designs. And then we have all these different pet bandanas. We're adding new ones. These are all just the new releases tab. So check out all of them. Look at that. Fuck Your Feelings, Toxic Muscularity, Make America Swole. D's. That's really good on a fanny pack. I mean, if your dog is neutered, you know, maybe they don't have nuts, but the D's is pretty funny. Your Mom Is My Cardio. Again. If your dog is just like banging people. And let's see. Girls Just Want to Make Gains, Quality Lifting Center, lots of great designs, stickers, and so much more. GTTFG Grease. We got the German Go to the Fucking Gym, Greatest Swoleman. Tons of new releases, Swole Tunes, all that stuff. Check it out, papaswolio.com. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce McGoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.